rifles are. However, good evening all. I say a huge welcome to our honored guest, Vice Lord Lieutenant Michael Poole and his good lady Kathleen, studying for the Lord Lieutenant who couldn't make it tonight. A huge welcome also to those who served in the DLI Regular and Tier, the Light Infantry Regular and Tier, and the Rifles Regular and Reserves, and any ACF and CCF who may be here tonight. A special thank you to the Seminole ID Club members and your President, Major Pat Scullion. And also, any member, one big up at a time, and at the moment it's mine. And any members from the Dinner Club, you're all welcome to this new venture put on by the DLI Association and the Seminole Dinner Club in holding an All Ranks Dinner. I know Seminole, you're used to having it, in the association we are not. So we're hoping this is the start to our reunion weekend. I hope that those who are not members of the association after tonight may wish to become members of the association. Hey! And you will all be invited to attend the DLI Association reunion on Sunday with a parade on College Green, inspected by the Lord Lieutenant and General Charlie Collins from 1 UK Nave in York. He's in Gambia at the moment, or he would have been here tonight. He's flying tomorrow and he'll be on parade on Sunday. Not only has the reunion changed this year to the COVID because of the COVID restrictions, but the world is changing. The Russians and the Chinese up to no good in Eastern Europe and the South China Seas, and of course the developments in Afghanistan. It is old news now, because it happened a fortnight ago, but I wrote this before I went to France last week, on how rapid the Taliban took over and how the alliances were completely taken by sheer speed of developments. Senior British MP said it was tragic, unnecessary and shameful. The Afghan President, Ashraf Ghani, and his senior officials were the first to leave Afghanistan. They left to the United Arab Emirates, followed by most of the Afghan troops. And remember, we just had 300,000 of them, so we could pull out. And they nicked off before we had a chance to get out. It was said that training the Afghan army and the police was okay, but training their officers and leaders would take decades, and we certainly proved that. Of course, NATO forces had taught them to fight with air support, and the first thing that was taken off them by the United States was their air support. So it's no wonder that they made for the northern borders. In fact, 600 Afghan troops with 24 helicopters flew in secret to Uzbekistan border, and many more followed by the 14th of August. So within a week, the Afghan army and the police had disappeared over the northern border. A retired British general said of the time that the politicians are to blame and not our soldiers who did everything that was asked after them for 20 years. With 2,400 US troops killed in action, 457 UK troops killed in action, and 60,000 Afghans killed and wounded, you can understand the question, especially, was it worth it? If education, especially of females, tarmac roads, improved transport links, medical services, maternity care and electricity supplies are all lost to the hands of the Taliban, then the question will be repeated. Was it really worth it? Unfortunately, with the US, without the US say so, we ask ourselves in the British Army, Can we go it alone? We can, but our government won't let us. So we will see. Even closer to home, things have changed in the armed forces yet again. And on the 16th of July, the Chief of the General Staff provided an update to his senior officers and senior MOD civil servants on the progress of the integrated review, downsizing the Army. A plan will be produced later this year that will show that the Army will transition from its current establishment of 76,000. I remember reading out last year we were still at 80,000, but we're 76,000 to one of 72,500 by 2025. Apparently this is necessary as the world around us changes, together with the threats faced by the Army and the manner and technology that must change to counter them. Brexit and COVID have changed the position of our armed forces, who have to evolve to meet the changes. The rifles will also change as an infantry, and it will be made up of 4 divisions from the present 6 divisions. And each of the 4 divisions will have units covering multiple infantry roles. The specialist infantry battalions, such as 4 rifles, will form a ranger battalion with specialist roles. So they're a little bit special services and they're a little bit intelligence. What is not yet known is the details of our rifles regular and reserve battalions and their future roles. But as the largest infantry regiment in the Army, you can be certain that the rifles will be offered an unrivaled opportunity of operational roles and locations. The rifles are already in the vanguard of the integrated review. I cannot update you as I normally would, but can say that 4 rifles is deployed overseas on exercises to see how a Ranger battalion would actually work. And 2 rifles will be deployed to Kenya this month as one of the first units to operate from one of the new global hubs. The riflemen have been informed of the changes and await their next assignments and their next training events to do what riflemen do best: deliver operational excellence on the battlefield. We wish them all well in the future. Enough from me. I would now like to ask Pat Scullion if he would like to say a few words. No, I've got it in. You don't have
First thing I put correct, it's not the 7-Alive Drinking Club. It's the 7-Alive Merry Drinking Club. Nothing from me. It's great to see as many ex-7-Alive, the 7-Alive, serving rifles, getting together again. Pass the word. We'll call that 7-Alive die. I won't let it, and only you will.
Yeah.
DLI Association, you couldn't be in a better group of people.
Yeah.
Well led by our Christopher, as you know. He does everything, which is going to have to rein in a bit, I think. But he does everything, and I'll show you the way this man works for any task he's given is beyond compare.
Just for the DLI Association, if you remember last year, we paid several £100 to educate a child from Nagaland in India who supported 2 DLI in 1944 and 45 in Kohima. We have now been informed, as of just before I came here, we have now got a young schoolgirl called Asanga Longkumer. And she's received a place to use the scholarship paid by the DLI Association. She attends the Lima Era Higher Secondary School in Dimapur, and she's halfway through year 8. Gentlemen, through the money we paid, she will get 3 years of English education. Thank you very much. Atkinson. I'm now going to ask the Vice Lord Lieutenant to offer the royal toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your glasses of charge and give us that job in the toast? To Her Majesty the Queen.
While you're still on your feet, if I can ask Major Pat Scullion to give the royal toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, our Colonel-in-Chief, Princess Alexandra.
More lads.
Either there.
Enjoy.